Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another episode of Your Daily Armor. Today's topic, I think I forgot my dancing shoes. The fun part about working undercover narcotics is you never know who you're going to run into, or where, for that matter. Sometimes the smallest of drug deals are the most dangerous, while the large ones seem almost businesslike. Sometimes you end up meeting in a Home Depot parking lot, sometimes at a college bar. So was the experience that I had one night. See, I'd been introduced to a male who was selling ecstasy pills. His specialty? Pokeballs. Yep, his pills were round and yellow, and they had the little Pokemon logo imprinted on them. And yeah, this was before Pokemon made this huge comeback and everybody was wandering around with their phones in the parks and in the parking lots looking to catch them all. So I'd been introduced to him by someone as someone, I guess, that liked to sell these ecstasy pills at raves. I told him that I needed to buy bulk quantities. He's like, yeah, I can hook you up with that. So after a little back and forth, he asked me to meet him at a downtown bar, a bar in the college district. Hey, I was all in for that. So we set up for our operation and off we went. See, the plan was to meet him in the parking lot and then have the surveillance team follow him afterwards. When we arrived in the parking lot and everyone was in place, I called him. He answered and actually told me to meet him inside one of the local bars. See, I was all for it. My boss, on the other hand, not so much. But after a few minutes of convincing, he agreed. He agreed to let me and one of my partners go inside. See, I was stoked because this never happens. Like, contrary to what you see on TV, when all the cops are all drinking in bars and whatever, like, that doesn't happen. So, TV, go figure. I know, I probably just popped your bubble. You're like, man, I never want to be a cop. So, anyway, I was kind of stoked. So we went inside, we sat at the bar, waiting for the suspect to show up. Of course, the bartender asked us if we want drinks. We're like, okay, we'll order a beer. See, here's the problem. Because someone had screwed this up before us, we had this strict policy that you could only have 2 drinks. That's it, and a shift. And we needed prior written permission to do this. But you think we asked? No, we wanted to fit in. It wasn't like, hold on, I got to call my boss and see if it's okay. No, we just did it. See, inside you couldn't hear anything. Music was way too loud. See, it was still early, though, because the place wasn't very crowded. After about 10 minutes, 2 other detectives entered the bar. These guys were supposed to be our backup. And they definitely were not allowed to drink. So they sat at this table a little ways off from us drinking water, which made it totally awkward. 15 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed, no suspect, another beer. I kept texting him and he said he was close. See, we played this back and forth game for about 45 minutes. 3 beers later, we got up, out we went. Deal was done. Over. We weren't going to do it. A few minutes later, units in the area found this suspect, and it looked like he was just selling pills on the street. They followed him back to his vehicle. They got a marked unit to stop him. Sure enough, he had 1,000 ecstasy pills in his possession. So he was arrested. Super excited. We were super excited. I was super excited. It was one of the first cases that I had. I didn't even have to spend a dime. It was cool. The only thing is that my boss was not stoked. He was not happy. When he found out that we'd been drinking, he got mad. When he found out we had 3 beers each, he flipped his lid. Policy, even when you have permission to drink alcoholic beverages, like I said, was 2 beers. Whoops. Needless to say, we got in a little bit of trouble over that. It was not pretty. See, as I look back, I think about what I did. Was it worth violating policy to get some charges on a suspect? At the time, I thought so. I thought I went above and beyond. I'm like, hey, look at the job that I did. I was willing to drink some beers to get a bad guy in jail. Looking at it now, probably not the smartest decision. See, I pushed the case too far. I put my fellow detectives in an uncomfortable situation. I violated policy. Just kind of hoping things would work out. For what? For a few pills. See, the thing that I want you to consider is, where have you put yourself, or I'm sorry, where have you, in whatever thing or action that you've done, put other people in an uncomfortable situation to get what you wanted? Painted them in a corner, not given them any other options, because you wanted something. Could it be a business partner, a coworker, a boss, a client, your wife, your kids? See, violating the rules doesn't just affect you, it affects those around you. It affects those you love. It affects those that you care about. So think about where across your core four, body, being, balance, and business, that you've done this, and how it's affected this other person. And consider this one thought. Putting your faith in luck is like gambling on an unknown outcome with unknown consequences. Well, that's it for today. If you want to follow us, Facebook and Instagram at Warrior Guardian. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube at The Real Warrior Guardian. And for more information, go to warriorguardian.com.